So you've just gone through the effort of laying down new grass seed. The last thing you want to do is waste that work or accidentally block your new grass from germinating. In this episode, I'm going to break down what the goal of a pre-emergent really is, how long you should wait after seeding before you even think about applying it, and the potential issues that you could run into if you get the timing wrong. So whether you're just trying to keep the weeds from invading your fresh renovation or just curious about how to approach this tricky timing, stick around because we're going to cover it all. Welcome to the Lawns and Life podcast, where DIYers go to get the tips and advice they need to have a great looking lawn. Well, hey there, lawn lovers. Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Lawns and Life podcast, where we dive deep into the world of DIY lawn care. Whether you're just starting out or a seasoned veteran looking to polish your skills, we have got something for everyone. In each episode, I break down simple, easy to understand topics that will empower you to achieve your dream lawn. My name is Devin. I am the DIY lawn coach, and thank you so much for coming back for another week. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you've had a great week. We are on episode number 49 of the podcast. We got one more to go until we hit 50, which I am so excited for. Hope you guys have had a great week. Obviously, if you're watching me on YouTube, you can tell I've got the old sweater on. It is what they say in New England, sweater weather. That is my best attempt at a Boston accent. Which is terrible, but I digress. Weather has changed here, especially in North Carolina. We are in the mid 70s now, and the weather is just absolutely fantastic, and I'm loving it. I hope you're loving it. We just flipped the calendar over to October, and it's great. I love fall. The leaves are starting to change here, so just hope you guys are enjoying all this beautiful weather. So what are we going to talk about in the podcast today? Well, can you put down pre-emergent after you grass seed, after you seed? So it's a question that I get a lot. And we'll talk about what maybe some of the challenges are or why you would want to do that, or, just kind of all the things around that. But as we always do before we get into the podcast, let's do this week's mindful moment.
It can be hard to slow down and notice things in a busy world. Mindful Moments is where we pause for a moment to reflect on the here and now. After all, life is happening now. We simply need to take time to notice. These small yet profound experiences remind us that life is not about the destination, but the journey we take to get there.
All right, guys. So this week's mindful moment, I want to talk about hope this week for the mindful moment. So I had a viewer reach out this week who is struggling with insomnia, which, if you guys know, a few episodes ago, I kind of told you guys about my struggle with insomnia, and I am recovered now. I'm happy to say I'm recovered. I no longer worry about sleep or have any issues around sleep, but I guess this gentleman saw one of my videos, saw that video, or saw me comment or something and reached out and just said, hey, do you want to have a friend to kind of go through this together? And I told him a little bit about my story. And, he basically was reaching out because he had lost all hope. And was one of the challenges with insomnia is you feel like you're going to be stuck like that forever. And I 100% felt like I was going to be stuck with sleep trouble for the rest of my life. I didn't see a way out. And I know that's how he was feeling. So he and I just went back and forth, and I kind of told him my story, and I was really offering encouragement to him because I know exactly what he was going through. And so I just want to spend a moment just kind of talking this week about hope. Where does hope come from? For me, hope comes from what you put your faith in, what you believe in. Now, I'm a believer in Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, and I put my trust and my faith and my hope in Him. And not everybody believes that, and that is your prerogative. If that's not how you believe, and that's perfectly fine. But hope comes from the belief in something, whatever that something is. If you believe in, the God of sun, or you believe in the God of moon, or whatever it is, your hope is coming from that thing. No matter what you're struggling with, whether it's alcohol, drugs, parenting, insomnia, whatever it is that you feel like is going to get you through that, whatever you're putting your faith in, your belief in, is where your hope is going to come from. Mine comes from the Lord. So Romans 12 says, rejoice in hope, be patient in tribulation, and be constant in prayer. Whether or not you believe in the power of prayer or not, I certainly do. My prayer is that whoever is dealing with insomnia or whatever that you've lost hope in, is that you find hope. And I think you'll find that in Jesus Christ. But I just wanted to take a minute, no matter what you're dealing with, what you're struggling with, I just want to offer you some words of encouragement. To never give up. Whatever you're putting your faith or your hope in, whether that's yourself or someone else or something else, my prayer for you is that you don't ever give up, that you continue to fight, because it's worth fighting for. So don't ever give up. And I just hope that it encourages you, whatever it is that you're dealing with. This guy who reached out was obviously struggling with insomnia and sleep, and just wanted to offer some words of encouragement and give him some hope. So I hope you guys enjoyed this week's Mindful Moment. All right, so before we get into the meat of the podcast, I just want to send a quick reminder that the podcast is moving off of this channel. It's going to go over to its own Lawns and Life YouTube channel. So if you haven't already, take a second, link down below, go check out that channel. Make sure you subscribe, because we got this episode 50, and then coming on November 2nd, we'll start the new episode on the new channel. So it will come off this channel and be over there. And I don't want you guys to miss it. I don't want you to miss out on any of the action. So go over there, subscribe, and make sure you turn on that bell icon so you know when I make that next podcast. But we are on our way. We're counting down to episode number 50, which will be next Sunday. So just super excited. So that'll be October 12th. Why am I saying August? October 12th will be episode 50. I've got a really cool prize we're going to be announcing throughout the week about what that's going to be. It's incredible. You guys are going to be blown away. It's going to be an awesome prize to give away. And it's just a celebration of giving back to you guys, the listener. We actually ran a contest last week. So let's go ahead and announce what that winner is going to be, who that winner is going to be. So if you guys remember, I asked you guys to send me an email of pictures of your lawn. I just want to see what we're working with here. And I was blown away. You guys sent in some fantastic pictures of your lawns. Some of us went back and forth. A great little back and forth, great conversation. Again, I love meeting you guys, talking to you directly, because I'm a real person, you're a real person, and I just think that that's fantastic. So thank you to everyone who submitted a photo of your lawn. I wish I had more prizes to give away than I do, but the funds are limited. I'm a small channel, so I'm doing the best I can. So hopefully you guys appreciate everything that I'm doing and trying to give back to you guys. So let's. I put everybody's name who submitted a photo into this little Wheel of Fortune thing. We're gonna give it a spin, and we're gonna see who the winner is. So let's bring up the Wheel of Destiny. Frank D, congratulations to you, sir. Congratulations. I'll put up a picture of Frank's lawn real quick so you guys can see what we're working with. Frank, thank you so much and congratulations. Send me an email to thediylawncoach@gmail.com. We'll verify that we're dealing with the right person. And then I'll send you a list of some prizes. I've still got a bag of fertilizer still left. Gave one away last week. We've still got some hats, some shirts. I've got a soil test to give away. I've got some liquid fertilizer we can give away. So the choice is yours. Thank you so much for playing. Again, I wish I had more. I wish I had more of an ability to give more stuff away, but Thank you to everyone for submitting the picture of your lawn this week. All right, so let's get into the meat of the podcast. So the question is, can I put down pre-emergent after seeding? What are some issues that I might run into? What are some concerns? So let's just dive right in here. So let's talk about first what a pre-emergent is. A pre-emergent really falls, for us DIYers, falls into two categories. We've got dithiopyr or prodiamine. And basically what these are, they're chemical formulations that create a vapor barrier right at the soil surface that when a particular seed, whether it's grass or weed, germinates, it will hit that vapor barrier, stop the cell division of that plant, and the plant dies. So another one that we commonly use at time of seeding is tenacity. Now, tenacity is actually an herbicide, but it has some pre-emergent capabilities. So typically lasts 3 or 4 weeks. So, I mean, it'll kind of give you a good head start, but it is not a substitute for a pre-emergent. Dithiopyr, prodiamine, absolutely what you want to be using. So that is what a pre-emergent is. So what is the goal with a pre-emergent? So for cool season lawns, we like to apply a pre-emergent in the fall to really go after Poa annua, chickweed, hairy bittercress, henbit, all of those winter, what we call winter annuals that come back and they're just unsightly. If you have a warm season lawn, you apply a pre-emergent in the fall to help also prevent Poa as well, because your lawns will sometimes go dormant and that Poa and all those other weeds stick out like a sore thumb. So you're trying to prevent those. Obviously in the springtime, what we're going after with a pre-emergent is crabgrass. Now, again, the goal here is to stop those weeds from germinating. But guess what? We have an issue. If we apply a pre-emergent at the same time that we apply our grass seed, what's going to happen? Our grass seed is not going to come up. It's that pre-emergent barrier is also going to stop the germination of our grass. Okay, so what do? Well, you really have two options. Either you're going to play offense or you're going to play defense. If you're going to play offense, you're going to put down grass seed, you're going to thicken it up, but you cannot put down a pre-emergent at time of seeding. Okay, now you can do it afterwards, after you have your grass seed, but it is very crucial that you wait till a certain time period, and we'll talk about that here in just a second. So why can't we apply the grass seed? Well, or why can't we apply a pre-emergent when we do our grass seed? Because it's going to prevent that grass seed from germinating. Now, what we're trying to, so Poa annua germinates when soil temperatures are dropping to about 70 degrees. Coincidentally, that's the same temperature that our grass seed likes to germinate as well. And so that's really why we can't do both. Okay. All right. So that's the issue. That's the problem. But we can apply a pre-emergent after we put down grass seed. The question is, how long? And the answer to that question is 2 mowings. All right. So we have to mow. So if we overseed our lawn, it's not just mowing the grass, the existing grass. We have to mow that baby grass, that new grass, twice. So let's do a little reverse math, if you will. So if you overseed your lawn, let's say it takes 10 to 14 days for your grass seed to germinate. And then it may take another 2 or 3 weeks for that grass to grow up tall enough for it to be mowed. Then you're going to mow it. That would be the first mow. And then a week after that, you're going to mow it the second time. That would be the second mowing. All right. So that could be 5, 6, 7, sometimes 8 weeks, depending on the weather and depending on your grass type. Obviously, if you have fescue, that could take germination 7, 10 days. If you have ryegrass, that could be 3 to 4 days. If you have Kentucky bluegrass, Kentucky bluegrass can take 14, 21 days to germinate. So the key metric there is it has to be mowed twice. It's not a time frame. It's not a wait 6 weeks. Devin said wait 6 weeks. No, Devin's saying wait 2 mowings. Again, always consult the label because it'll tell you exactly how long you have to wait, but I'm pretty sure it's going to say 2 weeks. So that's kind of the reverse math of it, okay? So I guess the question is, can you put down pre-emergent after you put down grass seed? And the answer is yes, you absolutely can. You just have to wait for 2 mowings until you mow that grass twice. But here's something I want you to think about too. The question becomes, if it's already been 5 or 6, 7, 8 weeks since I put down seed, what is the weather like at this time of the season? Say we did our project in the 1st of September. Well, now it could be the middle of October, right? Maybe late October, depending on where you live or what's going on. So the question becomes, is it too late? Like the weeds that we were trying to prevent, the henbed and the bittercress and the hairy bittercress and all that stuff, like, is it too late? Have those maybe already germinated? Because remember, what causes grasses and weeds and things to germinate is soil temperatures and sunlight. So as you get later in the year, the sunlight is kind of depleted. The air temperatures are coming down. So chances are what weeds are there are probably already germinated. So the question becomes, is it too late? And is it going to do any good? So just think about that when you're putting down pre-emergent. Obviously, we certainly want to put down a pre-emergent in the spring to go after that crabgrass. But we don't want to be throwing down products just willy-nilly. Really think long and hard about where you are and what's going on and the weather, and is it too late, and is it really going to do any good? Because we don't want to be throwing down any products unnecessarily. But yes, you can put down pre-emergent after grass seed. You just have to wait for 2 weeks. So to wrap this podcast up, let's give away another prize for next week. So the next podcast will come out on October 12th at 7 p.m. It'll be our 50th episode. So we'll announce the winner from this week. And then I have an awesome prize that we're going to be giving away for the 50th episode as well. So here's what I want you guys to do. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be really, really easy. I want you, and this is all the details for the contest. If you have a question about it, want to know the eligibility rules and all that stuff, it's down below in the description of the podcast, so you can read through that. Make sure you read through that and understand what the rules are before you do a submission. Okay. So here's what it is. And this is wrong answers only. We're going to have a little fun. And I'm going to pick out the funniest or best one, and we'll decide who that winner is next week. So you have until Saturday morning to pick that before I record the podcast. So get your answers in. So wrong answers only. What is the best food to eat on a first date? All right. So best food to eat on a first date, wrong answers only. And I want you to use like hashtag spaghetti or hashtag chicken wings or whatever your answer is. I want to see how creative you guys can get. Let's have a little fun in the comment section. Wrong answers only. What is the best food to eat on a first date? And I'll announce the winner on next week's podcast. Hope you guys have an amazing week. Enjoy this weather. I've got friends coming over here in just a little bit. We're going to have a little bonfire. That's why I got my little sweater, for my sweater weather. That's why I've got that on. So enjoy your week, guys. I cannot wait to see you guys next week, episode 50. Let's go. My name is Devin. I'm the DIY Lawn Coach, and I cannot wait to see you on lawn. Peace.